Hi, I'm Gary from Heat Treat. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history of bed bugs, and it's kind of fascinating. Bed bugs are related to bat bugs. They look identical. And so much so that many times they're misdiagnosed. People will look at a bat bug and assume it is a bed bug. Now, the interesting thing is you could speculate that bed bugs evolved from bat bugs. Like Homo sapiens, whatever your religion is, 10,000 years ago, whatever, when people were living in caves, the idea could be that bat bugs started feeding on humans, and a new species eventually evolved that are now bed bugs. So these bed bugs have been with humanity really as long as there's been humanity. In fact, they found carcasses of bed bugs in King Tut's tomb when they went in and did their archaeological exploration. Now, everyone has heard sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. It used to be a very common thing that you dealt with bed bugs. In fact, they had furniture that they had almost like an armoire that was set outside the door where you could take your coat off and leave it outside. You could brush your shoes. You could brush your clothing and your coats so that you wouldn't bring a bug into the house. It was really part of the culture. You People weren't as social. I mean, you wouldn't just open up your door to let anyone in your house because you were worried they might bring in bed bugs. Well, in the 50s, they were using DDT. It largely handled the bed bug problem. But by the end of the 50s, entomologists were starting to find strains of bed bugs that were resistant to DDT. Now, prior to this, it did wipe out the population of bed bugs. I mean, my generation, all we knew of bed bugs is sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. But, in fact, when I first found out about bed bugs in 2009, I was like, really? There is such a thing? Never heard of them before. I heard an entomologist was telling me that there was a new bug that the students brought in, and everyone was thinking, oh, it's this bug or it's that bug. And the entomologist was an old timer, and he looked at it and said, oh, you guys are all completely wrong. It's a bed bug. And nobody even saw this on the radar. It really took everyone by surprise. Well, the problem is the bed bugs we're dealing with now, many are resistant to DDT. They're resistant to almost all pesticides, but including DDT. In fact, Virginia Tech has a lab with live bed bugs. They have a petri dish full of DDT that the bugs walk right through. It's it's a resistant strain to DDT, a resistant strain of bed bugs. So bed bugs, and as an example on DDT, we saw at one of the conventions, we saw in a VA hospital where they had a piston pump that sprayed out the DDT, and they were very liberal with the use of DDT. They just sprayed this stuff everywhere. In fact, they even put it in wallpaper paste, like in a kid's room, to prevent bed bugs in case they got behind the wallpaper. They could die that way. They really used DDT everywhere, and the bugs largely became resistant to it. And the strains of bed bugs that we're dealing with today are resistant to DDT.